We'll discuss how my price forecasts for XRP evolved in this video. I've always talked in a pretty conservative manner, therefore, my figures are 3 to 650. Now, where do I believe we're going to end up, given that we're tying in a lot of data? This is the subject matter we will discuss. My forecast for XRP, my worry-free forecast, my final bullish remark. We're going to talk about Bitcoin at the top. With the direction that Bitcoin is headed, people, like a lock, have a lock number for Bitcoin, and we're just going to take let's see where this video goes from there. Just let it happen. Yes, but without pre-written scripts. We're talking to the audience, the crowd outside, and the fans who are cryptocurrency enthusiasts. That's all I have here, a microphone, and myself, so without further ado, remain calm and settle in. So let's get started. In the last day, Bitcoin has lost 85% of its value. Over the last 24 hours, Ethereum has decreased by roughly 1%, closing at $3,828 and coming at $7,949. And USDC is currently below their dollar pegs because, although USDC was at $1 this morning, it has already dropped again, as we have seen. The flow of money into and out of cryptocurrency marketplaces is a mean 52 cents. Yes, that's correct. The red is showing up at 68% in the red, precisely where we don't want to see it. However, what will you do? Are you aware that's what it accomplishes? That's what it does to us people. With the current cryptocurrency market capitalization of $2 trillion, where do we go from here? I'm going to be honest with you here. I believe there will be a brief decline to the downside, perhaps between 65 and 67,000. After that, I believe Bitcoin will start to rise and eventually reach 74K. I firmly believe that's what's going to happen. XRP, notice that I've already mentioned this 100 times. I'll rephrase it as 101. For XRP, I believe the bottom is in. In my opinion, 48 we may have wick at around 45 or 43, I believe. That was the bottom, right, but nobody really understood those wicks. Does it have a slight retreat here, possibly? Will you kick yourself? But if you purchase XRP for 52, 30, and 48 cents. No, not if 2025 is your target year. Where is the XRP price now? Is anticipated to reach 42, 52, 62, or 72. In the long run, none of it will matter. Overall arrangement. Those are with us. XRP is on there, but we have Bitcoin, we have them all. However, check out this review right now and let me know if my man, Joseph, I have no idea who Joseph is at this moment. However, I appreciate you purchasing the cup when you Swift. Is this a wordplay? Delivery, is he attempting to criticize Swift? He is, in my opinion, really excellent. I am Ripple Winkle. He always gets it spot on, you damn right. I do, people. We're nailing it with these cops, and since it's summer, you get the gorgeous lid. This is etched with it, it will not come off. Here's a photo of my poor kid with the cast. If you look closely, you can see dinosaurs on it. Today, we had to visit the veterinarian. Surprisingly, he was actually really good. I am aware that his cast was removed, that there is currently nothing covering it, that there are visible staples, that he has a small cone placed over his head to prevent him from licking it, and that he is still heavily medicated. He underwent CCL surgery, also known as ACL surgery. He owns this. He had the other limb, the second one, For those of you who have been following me, it was a nightmare 2 years ago. Now that it's on the other leg, perhaps my man is backing up, he just wants to get outside. It's absurd that he won't go potty because he would rather take a stroll. I've never seen him hold a poop for so long. He wants me to take him to his favorite area, but he is unable to walk. I'll put him in the car tonight when it cools off. I'm going to take him to his favorite spot, the pool at the clubhouse of the condos I live in the hopes that he might go mowing down some grass. According to Dusty Crypto, you're already wealthy. You're not impoverished. Recall that he is correct. We're all pre-wealthy and pre-crypto. If you're in cryptocurrency at the moment, you're rich. You're going to get really wealthy soon. Please pardon my English, or is that pardon my French? It seems like an excuse to me, my French people. Nothing has been seen thus far. I captured a picture of the cryptocurrency markets on June 1st. In 3 months, I will demonstrate that to you. This is the amount of money that is going to be poured into this market. In 6 months or a year, nobody will know where these markets are headed. On the verge of going crazy. Utterly crazy, and I hope you're prepared for it. Gensler, let me get this. Let's hear what weaseling is selling around to keep faces intact. Before discussing the price of XRP. Forecast's alright, so let's get started. Polkadot Coordina. Universe Unchangeable Osmosis Ronin Bonk Swapping Sushi. My neighbor Alice and I have exchanged millions. I'm talking about millions of dollars right now. Should we trade sushi for an ETF or something else entirely? Based on what I've heard, I believe that osmosis is trading and that bone is natural. Millie Gary, shouldn't we have it? These are millions of dollars, and these things are traded. Possess a product of some kind. Allow me to speak more generally about the current state of the cryptocurrency markets without criticizing anyone based on their use of these tokens, whether they are listed or not. You haven't received the disclosures from tokens that you need to make informed investing decisions, but also that are mandated by legal requirements. It's a fundamental idea in our securities market. Tomorrow marks the SEC's 90th birthday. What kind of president is this? Roosevelt established this commission to ensure that investors receive disclosure, which is lacking in the cryptocurrency markets, and that exchanges such as this one on the New York Stock Exchange are appropriately regulated to guard against manipulation and fraud while remaining non-trading. Against these cryptocurrency exchanges and you, Jim is acting in ways that the New York Stock Exchange would never permit. Our laws prevent you from trading against your clients, and as a result, you've witnessed bankruptcies in this industry. Some of the top players in this industry are either behind bars, on the verge of going to jail, or awaiting extradition. Alright, that's not the best scenario for them, but it's also not the best scenario for investors. You are investing in a field. As of right now, you're not receiving the appropriate disclosure. There are securities for individuals. I know, I'm talking about names, and nothing. Yeah, you are aware of how funny that is. There are actually some people in this room. Possess their names. It makes no sense for anything to randomly hatch into an A coin. You guys have coins. I apologize. No, we don't. There ought to be a Kramer coin, but one doesn't exist. I hope it's registered correctly. I wasn't going to mention it because, as of right now, it's just a pump and dump like whoa, that's Kramer coin. That's what I was going to avoid talking about, but whatever. Hold on, may I get in? We're running out of time, people. Oh no, Kramer coin is in trouble right now. However, Heenair is genuinely attempting to make it seem like he's the good guy in this situation. He is attempting to convey the idea that these exchanges are essentially trading against you. Is that correct? They are monitoring everything. As leverage enters the picture, they lower the price and eliminate your leverage. They increase the price when they notice shorts. They take it out and replace it. He's attempting to play the good guy here, which is intriguing, don't you think? We discussed the DCCC. As much as you talk about Ripple, you have to remember that the chain link will be a fucking. If Beast Chain Link had just done props, I would have become a multimillionaire. Even though I did the research, I never participated. I resembled a large maxi. The chain link I saw back in 2017 for roughly 20 cents has now, increased to $18. I don't want to talk about it because I just had a really bad lunch that will make me sick. The psychology of Wall Street people, where are we? What are you thinking? Where do you suppose we are? How are you doing? All of this seems like disbelief to me. It's funny, XRP's chart looks like that, but forget these titles, we are still going to reach our top soon, although it hasn't happened yet. E.g. Crypto is displaying his chart for you to see. We kept talking about this chart because, as he mentioned, the candle from last month displayed a 75% inverted hammer formation, which is really bullish. Once more that Keith has given us to utilize. If you don't follow Keith, make sure to give him a follow. Otherwise, the situation we are looking at is fairly straightforward. We are still in the purchase zone. Our next positive rise, which we are targeting at 75 cents, but Bitcoin to me at 180,000, is going to be your lock. This move up will be the most significant inside XRP's daily time frame. That is what will occur. Anything exceeding $250,000 on Bitcoin will be a bonus for these markets, so the cryptocurrency may rise in value. Place us between 7 and 10, with a potential blow-up of roughly 12 trillion. If that is the case, and we start to see these banks, as we just mentioned, we will be looking at XRP capturing a sizable portion of the supremacy out of this right. If we see anything between the $7 and $10 trillion range, Japan went live at 80 this morning. Excuse me, but with 80% of Japanese banks linked to Ripple, the big and prominent credit card companies are beginning to emerge. Become involved, so it puts us at a minimum of roughly $6 XRP if we can seize the market domination, which has always been seized in the last two bull runs, 2017 and 2021. If this ETF does materialize as predicted, the target will be nearly twice as high as our initial estimate from the previous time because Ripple is now putting 3 times as much effort into it. We will present the video tomorrow morning, but, likely, you've already seen it. According to Monica Long, an XRP ETF makes what I believe will happen next is that an XRP ETF will not be released on its own. They want to try to attract attention, so I believe it will be packaged and combined with another one like Solana having an ETF. Away from XRP, correct? What they desire is what they want. They want no one to pay attention to it, since they are aware of its location, and they are aware of its intended use, so what I am examining is a 6% market cap with a $6 bare minimum if we witness XRP going completely berserk and hyperbolic, and the ETF and all the timing coincide, and everything hits at once, causing us to soar past its all-time high and reach that $6 threshold. Then we can sort of unwind, gather ourselves, and take a look at our new base. We are seeing a double-digit XRP, with possible targets ranging from $23 to $17. When will I be able to verify this? Give you an idea of what I believe will happen or decline. I'll let you know when the end of the year approaches so we can examine and analyze XRP's targets in more detail. By the end of the year, we can be certain that we are above 75 cents and getting closer to $150, or even to the previous all-time high that we saw in 2021. At that point, we can begin focusing on these targets that will come our way in 2025.